Allan Dershowitz is no stranger to high-profile and controversial clients. He advised OJ Simpson's defense team, and he represented convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein too. Now he's getting ready to help Donald Trump at the Senate impeachment trial. But he was torn about doing it, and he wasn't the only one.
My wife had great reluctance, and in the end, President Trump spoke to my wife. And my wife made the arguments why I shouldn't do it, and we've had to think this through very hard as a family. I'm a liberal Democrat. I voted against President Trump.
The Harvard law professor is focusing solely on a constitutional argument, not evidence.
I will argue that the two articles of impeachment don't satisfy the constitutional criteria. The constitutional criteria are treason. Nobody has alleged that he's committed treason. Bribery, although there's been discussion of bribery, he wasn't charged with that. Or other high crimes and misdemeanors. I interpret other high crimes and misdemeanors to require criminal conduct, not abuse of power.
So are you arguing that even if he has done something which some people might regard as wrong, it is not impeachable?
There's no doubt that he's done many things that many people regard as wrong, but the law distinguishes between sin and crime.
Do you think it is fundamentally wrong asking a foreign power to investigate a political rival?
Yes, and if there were firm evidence of that, that would be a good reason why people should cast a vote against the person who did that. But I'm not here to argue the conflicting evidence.
Donald Trump wants to testify. Do you think he should?
No. All of my clients want to testify all the time. They want to tell their story, but it's far better to let the prosecution, in this case the House, put on their case and then let it be rebutted.
Is it because you think Donald Trump is a weak witness?
No, I think that Donald Trump would fill in gaps. That's what happens. Good prosecutors ask questions and lay perjury traps.
But what about other witnesses, like Lev Parnas, an associate of Rudy Giuliani, who recently said the president knew all about the pressure campaign in Ukraine?
In the end, a lot of his statements on television are hearsay or double hearsay, but I have no problem with witnesses coming on if the Senate decides they want to hear witnesses on both sides.
As you say, you've represented lots of highly controversial clients. Why are you drawn to those cases?
I grew up in Brooklyn as a street kid following the Holocaust. Many of my family died in the Holocaust. I want to live in a country where everybody is always defended.
What's the last thing the president has said to you?
Good luck.
Do you think you'll need it?
Of course.
This week, he will make his case on the Senate floor. He believes obstruction of Congress isn't even an impeachable offense. But whatever he says, it seems highly likely the president will stay in office. Cordelia Lynch, Sky News, Miami.